Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. If this is our first time meeting, my name is Justin. Today we're going to be going over the top 5 tools that you should consider for an urban survival situation. So these will be things that will be good to keep in your go bag, your bug out bag, your get home bag, your vehicle kit, especially if you live or work in an urban area. This is by no means a comprehensive list, but these are some things that you may have not considered or thought of when it comes to an urban survival situation. If you're a prepper into preparedness, I want to know, do you have an urban survival plan and kit? Let me know down below in the comments. First thing we're going to talk about is going to be for your protection, your safety, and a way for you to evade any kind of harm or capture. So as part of our everyday carry, we'll link you to a video up here. We suggest that all of our clients and customers carry some sort of less than lethal option, which means mace or pepper spray. And that is exactly what we're going to recommend for this urban toolkit. And that is a can of bear spray. Basically the same ingredients that are in the human version, but you get a much larger quantity. So the smaller mace bottles that you see, you're going to get about a 5-second burst out of those, and then it's empty if you get that. These you're going to get anywhere from 10 to 20 seconds, and it's also the length of the distance that this shoots is going to be much more significant and greater. So if you are perhaps trying to get out of a crowd, or you have a line of folks advancing on you, this is something that you can use to spray a long distance that's going to last for just a little bit and hopefully give you some time to escape or evade. So this comes with a holster that will work on your belt. Also a little screw hole back here, so these can actually be mounted on walls. These aren't bad to have in households if your weapons are not accessible as quickly as you'd like them to be, but also this still fits relatively easily into some kind of a bag or pouch. So bear spray, pepper spray, mace in significant quantities so you can escape and evade capture. The second item we're going to discuss is going to be some type of a Crybar. These things are relatively inexpensive and they come in multiple sizes. There's even one that is smaller than this that I'm able to fit into our Maxpedition Fatty. We'll link you a video to that. But these are great for if, say, you have to get into a window, if you have to pry your way into a door, basically any situation where you would need to pry something, or perhaps break in to either get supplies or get to safety. Obviously, we don't encourage any criminal activity, but when shit hits the fan, you got to do what you got to do. Just a great little tool to have, very inexpensive, and when you need it, you need it. Dual purpose, these can also be used as a weapon. Next thing we're going to talk about is a pair of fencing pliers. So this is a multi-function tool. You have to think forward into an urban survival situation, and you're very likely to encounter some type of fence or a barrier that you need to get through quickly and safely. And you've got to have the right tools to do that. Otherwise, you've got to spend time and energy going over or finding another way or another route. But if you need to get through a fence, whether that's barbed wire, chain link, anything like that, you will be able to use the cutters, and there are several different cutters actually on this tool. You'll be able to use this to cut through that wire and cut through multiple wires. That's what these are designed for. If you use your Leatherman multi-tool wire cutters on a chain link fence, you're either going to hurt your hand, break your tool, or just be unsuccessful. So you need to have the right tool for the job. Something that they teach in the military that is very applicable to survival situations is when it comes to an obstacle, you have some decisions to make. Are you going to go over? Are you going to go around? Are you going to go through? Some additional uses for this particular tool is it's going to have basically a chisel right here, which could be used for a multitude of purposes. On this side right here, basically you have I liken it to a chopped off hammer. So if you did have to hammer a nail or hammer a staple, or just do some very basic work where you had to hit something, this right here would suffice in a pinch if you did not have a hammer. So that's one less tool that you have to carry unless you know you're going to be doing carpentry work. So if you're looking for an additional survival hobby to get into, or an additional skill to use in survival and preparedness, then lock picking is a very good skill to learn. This is a very inexpensive kit. It comes with a clear see-through lock, and it comes with an entire lock pick set. So this particular kit came with an assortment of tools, including tension wrenches, several different types of rakes, and lock picking tools. And then it also comes with this clear lock that also includes a key for, so you can always get into it. But this clear lock helps you understand the mechanics of how a lock and key works. So you're actually able to see the pins through the clear lock, and you're able to understand what is causing that lock to be unlocked. So what we're going to do real quick is, without giving you a lesson, let's see how quickly I'm going to be able to pick this lock. So let's go ahead and lock it. All I'm going to use is a tension wrench right here. I'm going to put a little bit of tension right here in the lock. If you can see, I'm just turning that ever so slightly. And that's to simulate the key turning. And then now I'm going to use this rake, which is one of my favorite tools. And last, but definitely not least, is going to be a Sealcock Key. What this is used for is to access water in an urban environment, specifically in commercial, industrial, and retail facilities. So if you look outside most houses, you'll find a water spigot or a water faucet in the front and the back of the house, and that you're able to hook a hose to and turn that on. Well, on these industrial, commercial, and retail facilities, they don't have the same type of faucets. Basically, they have the piping part, but instead of a knob that you can turn, there's a mechanism inside that faucet that turns that water on, and you have to have a Sealcock key to access that. And I'm assuming that's just to prevent people from turning the water on, leaving the water on, and stealing water. Now, we don't advocate stealing, obviously, but in a survival situation, a lot of the rules go out the door. So what this is going to allow you to do is access commercial, industrial, retail water outside of those facilities during a survival situation. This particular one has 4 separate sizes. These things are relatively inexpensive, fit great into packs and kits, but if you are in an urban environment, even if you're in a rural environment, this should be part of your basic preparedness kits, because you never know when the disaster is going to happen, and if you're going to be in the city or if you're going to be in the country. Hey guys, thanks for joining us. Be sure, before you leave, you leave us a comment down below. We would love to hear from you. If you enjoyed today's content, give us a thumbs up. And if you want more content like this, prepping, preparedness, EDC, gear reviews, let us know and hit that subscribe button. Let us know down in the comments. Say, I subscribed. SafePrep, we help families prepare. Until next time, folks, I'm Justin. Be safe.